peel through the refraction charges with your fire spears. So,
yeah, that's really good.
I have not seen. I mean, there's a lot of NA teams picking.
Typically, I would be concerned for Huskar playing against the Bane with the Fiend's Grip, but you've got a Monkey King, right? That's what your 4 Monkey King is here for. He's going to jump in the trees and cancel the grip and make sure you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, 2 very mobile heroes, Monkey King and Storm Spirit. Going to be very reliant on them to be able to stop that grip. Otherwise, it looks like not an entirely free game from Huskar, but a very strong one, right?
And once he gets his couple of key items, the only thing he's worried about is the grip, right?
Ooh, that's a nasty combo. Nightmare into a melt.
You can test these water runes early on because you are playing against the Storm Spirit, and the easiest way to gimp this here is to make sure he doesn't have access to early regen. So he just opted to leave his PA.
Oh, Dubu. Milan just very casually picks up the kill on him as they were just doing a battle. I guess there's no need to like rush Hood of Defiance or anything. Oh, the regen, he wants it! Oh, but Quinn grabs it first, gets the combo onto Bryle. A sleep goes down. Pablo, with just that one hit, might be enough, but no. Bryle actually gets away just a sliver thanks to the wand charges. He stays alive, but Moon Meander, not going to be as lucky here. He's going to get chased down. Milan's going to get in front of him, body block a bit. And Quinn, he's got another avalanche ready to go. A super important kill. Because of the deep vision, they know Tomato is rotated out of that jungle and into this one. And they catch a free kill on the carry. That is also the reveal of the Blink Dagger. But either way, very nice read by Quincy crew. And it's all set up because of that very aggressive vision in that top part of the jungle. They've got a deep lane ward. They've got a deep jungle ward as well. So they have enough information to process elimination. Turn around, Quinn. A bunch of damage onto Bryle. He's got a helping hand, and Saberlight with the Reaper's Sight. A second stack for Saberlight. And shouldn't have. Well, he is going to be slowed down here. Can Bryle and Dubu help him out? Not really needed.
He's just going to walk it off. I mean, I think...
He's kind of countering this game. And the Huskars, a good counter to the TA. Oh, sneaky play from Ponlo gets around the Necrophos, and they do get a fast kill there.
Really nice. Milan should be closing up on his Vessel too. He's got sitting on 1.6k gold. That Vessel's going to be very valuable. He's playing against Ench, Necro, and Huskar, and Monkey King.
And
they
Monkey King.
4 heroes. Probably the most value Vessel game of all time. Well, not of all time, but, you know.
Pretty close, pretty close. Quinn forces out. Well, maybe not forced down. Maybe he's just going to die. Does get the combination. The Ravage over the top does a lot of damage, but are there any heroes here? They barely have enough. Milan gets there just at the last second to be able to kill Bryle, and now with the bug should be able to finish off Moon Meander as well. Saberlight gets here a bit too late to save either, and Quincy crew continuing a fast pace.
Sometimes LGD have been playing it because they understand.
I knew it. It would all come back to LGD with FB. Bonlo is going to be... Oh, no. This is just terrible. Oh, dear. Quinn got himself caught in a corner here with no way out, and another Reaper's Scythe pickup, right?
Get outscaled just by virtue of their heroes. But if you make a couple of mistakes and you just feed these kills, you're in trouble if that first Roshan going
Last second Ravage. Milan is going to come in. Might be able to finish up Bryle. He gets the bug, and the Spirit Festival is the tick going to be enough. He's trying to dodge some of the damage. He barely gets it. Oh, man, that could have been an absolute abject disaster for Quincy crew. But instead, they get the kill on Bryle, and they get Moon Meander for that Ravage. Still doesn't feel great. Yeah, I guess doing Roshan was a big part of both team strategies. You're absolutely right.
I like that TSM are going for this mid-tower anyway, though, because they know that Ravage is still off cooldown.
And they're going to go for that Tide Hunter. Found him farming up the hard camp here. Now, Kezu is really hard to bring down, but the Reaper Sight makes the... Oh, nice Nightmare save from Pombo. What a beauty. Kezu may still die here, but it's all disaster for TSM FTX's Quinn. Hits the big combo. Tomato is all in, trying to kill Quinn. TP out. E is ticking, but he's alive. Stays alive off the regen. Tomato's going to go for a TP out off of the Halberd. That was actually a pretty good disarm play right there. But TSM... I hate Monkey King support for this reason. His ability to be able to break smokes like this. Now, they still manage to find an opening here with the Ravage follow-up. Do they have anything after? It's okay. They've got the Fiend's Grip. They needed that extra bit because Bryle is actually becoming decently tanky with his build. So, thankfully, They do get that pick off because they committed so much there. Now it looks like they might get a little bit more here. Saberlight tossed back into Yawar, and they should be able to quickly kill him. At the same time, Tiny dies off of that combination we talked about before. Tomato doing a little armlet toggling, making sure he does survive with another BKB teleport out. Dubu trying to heal, but gets one shot. It's just up. I mean, really, there's no reason for Quincy Crew not to fight here, but they've got to get inside of the pit soon. Roshan's going to die. Storm's here. They're just going to jump out, and immediately, Roshan's dead. Quinn's also going to get picked off immediately. This is looking real bad for Quincy Crew. Yawar, he's got to get out of here. BKB popped. Is he going to TP out? Is he going to walk away? They're going to chase after him, certainly. The Monkey King's right there. Monkey King jumps down, quickly orchids up the Bane to make sure there's not going to be any help coming Yawar's way as the Tomato just lays into him with his double damage, burning through any refraction, burning through his health, and it's just going to be one by one. All of the dominoes falling of Quincy Crew. They just did not seem to find a way to start a team fight there. When she says Swift is the Wolves of Ice Wreck, it means she's 0 and 20. All right, Orchid pickup is going to be enough to lock down this Weaver, so the Reaper Scythe can come in and get another bit of infinite scaling. Dubu's dead, so they do trade out supports here. Weaver probably the more important of the two, though.
Yeah, it just times out as well, too, for a TSM. It's kind of sad for Weaver. He's pretty much the conditioning or whatever.
Yeah, is that how we fix the Dota community?
Yeah.
We just set them up like Pavlov's dog.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, you fix the problem. It's a big problem, Cal.
You are. Oh no, this makes you. I mean, this is exactly what you were talking about earlier. That nobody can show anywhere because now you've got a Boots of Travel Huskar, so not even a BKB TP out is safe.
I mean, now you can push the bottom wave at least. You know, they're all top.
Yeah, that's true.
You get a little bit of that, but I mean, you don't want to trade your TA death for like 2 waves in the bottom lane.
Yeah, who's getting that hit? Give Quincy Crew a little bit of a timeline here and when they need to jump inside and go for that Ravage. They also can't do it last second because Tomato does have the BKB, so he could probably just commit at some point. He's got bots too. Quinn gonna go for the toss back onto the Necrophos. They want to try and get a pick off now while they're focused on this Roshan, but they can't actually get it. And a nice pull in. They do manage to get the Orchid though. Bryle in some trouble. Oh, got this zip away just in time. The Ravage maybe catches some of the backline. They go for another toss back on Saberlight, but he doesn't care. This time he wants in on the team fight because Tomato is gonna be able to bully out Quinn and go for the Tidehunter as well while Ponlo gets chased down by Moonmeander. Yawar does manage to get a TP out just in time. But what?
Result to injury. They even got a kill on Weaver on a side lane with Storm and Monkey King.
Yeah, Storm did the long zip over. Another toss back again on the Necrophos underneath the tier 4s, but it's the Tiny who dies first, and Saberlight is perfectly healthy.
Yeah, I mean, of all the heroes to get tossed back into the enemy base, Necro is kind of happy to tank that, right, and just stand in front of it and force the Tiny to make that play.
Yeah, a hero with 4,000 health and can't go ethereal. Nice feed script though. Good force tap gets it away from Yawar. Yawar has to head back to the fountain, but he's getting overwhelmed. Tomato gets the leap in that instantly kills the Templar assassin. He just can't do anything. He's taunted and gets burned out before the taunt wears away.
Good times in the enemy base.
Yeah, they're just having a little party here, setting up shop. Maybe work on the tier 4s next. I mean, at this point, there's no Tiny. It feels like the only way Quincy Crew could win a fight is going for nice sleep dodge again. Is going for
the type of heroes who are always posing a kill threat, especially when they're off the map. You don't even have the space to play a more macro game and try to pick and choose your battles.
BKB Ravage, double Ravage time. Oh no, we got taunted again. He's not going to be able to really chain the Ravage very well with BKB already out from Tomato. Now the Storm Spirit's going to zip in, grabs 2. Well, Moonmeander's there to join him, and GG.
5 seconds remain. Points away. Select your hero. Make the ultimate choice. A legend interrupted.
Less important, which sucks, and it also makes it so that unless you're all inning, the carry's pretty much going to be back to full every time.
Well, Milan, he's going to be missing out on some of that regen, and in fact, he's going to be missing out on his health points. Is Tomato, yeah, they got enough. That last whip, not great in this bottom lane.
Yeah, I mean, oh, Quinn?
Oh, Dubu sneaking in and taking away that water rune that Quinn was kind of relying on there. See if he can get the other one, but you can actually see the Skywrath Mage is on the other side of things here and making sure Quinn can't get aggressive on Bryle right now. We'll probably take the water rune away from him. Oh, they're actually going to try and pull him back and maybe kill him here. Moon Meander, last dive for it, but he actually dies, so Quinn does get that refill. Whew.
This is such Quincy gaming to just bring all
That gave the Beastmaster the early levels that now his laning phase is going all right. He's got the high level in Boars. Once again, fight for the power runes. Quinn does get there first. A double damage at that. That is surely going to be enough to kill Dubu. A second kill for Quinn as Quincy crew once again have brought both their supports into the mid lane.
Cuddle's also playing behind him right now.
Look at Ponlo. He's trying to stop the TP. Oh, that would have been a pretty sick play if he pulled that off, but Moon Meander doesn't have a core to be able to play with. He shows up and immediately dies to that DD that is still there.
On both sides and rune securing on both sides. And because you have this durable kind of hero in Medusa, Ponlo has been free to make these stacks and roam around without any fear of this Medusa's life being under threat.
Right. 8-minute rune? Nope.
Another one.
You know Quinn, he puts all the importance on these power runes because he knows how much they can sway a mid lane matchup. If you watch any stream of his, you'll know that's a frequent complaint.
He's going to be free food, him and Io. I mean, Quinn has not been scared. He's been going on the Io right next to the storm.
Right.
Due to these nice nightmares coming out of Ponlo, but he's just able to clean them up so fast. The Skywrath Mage is not going to threaten him.
He does have some wand charges, but it's not going to be enough. Overwhelmed by Quincy crew. Quinn, who had a haste rune, may not be able to get far enough away. That pushback of the Keeper of the Light, though, it saves them. They've got to give him some mana as well, just a little bit of zip out. And they only lose the Bane in exchange for getting the Ember Spirit, and Saberlight used his first ultimate of the game. It's got to feel pretty damn good for Quincy crew. The upside, though, top tower, how important that is, and they managed to get that last pick that felt really good for them in the Huskar, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the drafting order was because we couldn't see it.
Yeah,
a bug or whatever.
for this one, yeah.
But I think TSM have a nice draft, right? They just kind of got owned by Storm.
And they'll start getting owned by Kezu as well as Saberlight. Oh, okay, that doesn't quite land, but Milan still finishes off the kill either way.
Is building up for that refresher really early on, so he's just going to be looking to run in as much as he can.
Yeah.
But so many conditions need to be met for TSM to take the fight properly at this point.
The sleep, but there's a defensive relocate coming in from TSM FTX. They want to make sure that the Ember Spirit's going to be fine. The Fiend Script is going to be used up. They actually went for Beastmaster at the same time there. That's why there was no follow-up. Dubu getting low, but will just barely make it out. Relocate alive. Bryle, he's going to be chased away. Should be fine as Quinn doesn't have the most mana to be zipping super aggressively like that. So, Old Saberlight. Smoke up of Kezu and Ponlo. Is they're going to find the opening, perhaps? Oh, he missed it on Saberlight. That is awkward. He does immediately get Primal Roared as a result of that. They're going to try and deal with a big old lizard first. They do actually hit the Razor once. Kezu's got to be careful. Oh, tried to chain the stun, but Tomato got off the BKB first. Sadly, though, the Scotty is causing a lot of issues, and he just dies. Dubu, who had already used his relocate, could not save the Razor now. And Quinn, he pounces for more. Controls the Ember Spirit, pushes them back in. Bryle trying to zip away. Quinn's on the other side of things, looks to be able to slow him down. He jumps one more jump to another Remnant. Storm, the last bit of mana, catches him in the end for dead.
Harder and harder. I mean, I'm really glad that Quincy crew, though, seemed to not be discouraged by that game one.
Chain stun. Oh, this river entrance is really good for them, but they do not quite get it. The relocate over to the side here. They pop the BKB, and it looks like TSM FTX wants to take this fight. Kezu is going to be chased down, perhaps. The Ember Spirit and the Razor both fast. Quinn actually intercepting, turning back around as Yuar has now joined the fray, and he's going to be able to slow down Bryle with the Stone Gaze. Looks like they've also caught with a Fiend Script. Where did that happen from? Ponlo catches it from long range. Catches the Razor, brings him down, and one by one, TSM FTX are gonna fall. Quinn not giving up just yet. He's got some more mana coming in from the Cuttle. Godlike for Quinn. He has shown up in this game too, and GG is called. Moon Meander says, that's it, tapping out.
Yep, if they don't win, they will not make it to top 2. But if they do win, three-way tie.
Tomorrow or the next day. Most likely Friday is what I'm hearing. So We've already done a three-way tiebreaker once before. That was the very first season of last year. These three teams ended up in that same situation, which I believe Quincy came out on top. TSM, oh no. Beats away the first blood because the damage timer still hadn't ticked away yet, so.
Yeah, he messed up that timing a little bit. I do like that pawn load zoned out.
Yeah.
Sucks. If you just press Sunray on those heroes, they die.
Right.
The issue with Phoenix, though, is that you have to set up Phoenix for a good lane by having a strong laning partner such as Enigma, because he isn't the best laner.
Bryle gets caught by the rotation. It looks like, once again, Quincy crew are going to be putting a heavy presence of their two supports into that mid lane to secure these. It seems like this Enigma has kind of... I mean, this was supposed to be a really strong lane, right? Undying plus Troll. I would say those are two of the stronger laners out there right now. And they had a Phoenix. So it just looked like this bottom lane was going to be disaster. Quinn picks up a big kill on Bryle. Solo at that.
Dude, that Storm is struggling. He's level 5 versus a level 7 Lina right now. That rotation early on really screwed him.
Who sweeps right on by Moon Meander with a drive-by kill on...
The saving grace of this all is Enigma's having a grand old time in the bot lane.
Yep.
Sitting on 37 last hits, 18 denies.
Oh, just a straight up black hole. Did he get the right read? It looks like it. These Eidolons that have already split do so much damage. Added up, and Yuar wasn't level 6 yet. So, damn, you are beneath me, he says.
400 gold away from his BKB, which is going to be a massive timing because he can confidently kill the egg.
They're going to try and help Quinn out here, and he does get some distance away. That tombstone causes a bit of havoc, enough to be able to distract TSM FTX. Ponlo is going to try and go for a desperate TP away, but the damage is too quick for him to get out alive. Still, though, he saves his Lina. That's the important part.
Yeah, they got him in the last tick of the TP, but it looks...
The Fiery Soul, but she can still be quite the carry, quite the damage dealer with all that attack speed that she gets. People still have been building into a physical damage build at some point in time. Ponlo going to be caught here. The rest of his team is nearby, but it doesn't seem like they are too eager to take a team fight that is clearly under vision of TSM FTX. They've got that high ground ward there.
If any heroes...
Some important timings. Storm Spirit has the BKB, and the Enigma is halfway there. So, TSM FTX, I imagine... Maybe they think they can get this fast pick off on Quinn, maybe kill him twice. Reminder, he does have the BKB on the second life, and he does have some supports around. Milan is going to be chased out of the Wukong's command, goes for a TP out. Bryle, nice timing there, dodges the stun. Moon Meander forced to use the Supernova as Ponlo threatens his life, and Ponlo is very dead.
Yeah, Ponlo did get this D ward. It was on that tiny little nook fight, and Enigma becomes really farmed.
Oh, they spot Quinn. Are they going to be able to kill him here? The Fiend's Grip, Ponlo, he doesn't have a stun to stop this. He tries to throw what heals he can, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough. They lose their biggest net worth hero and their 5 position, and now maybe even Kezu as well, who's ruptured up. He's going to pop the BKB, Spirit Siphon who he can, and Tomato's got to be a little bit careful approaching this Death Prophet. Now that the Rupture's gone, Tomato actually forced into a BKB. The Ghosts are still chasing after him even, so it's a good thing he's got that extra bit of movement speed to get out of there.
Beautiful by TSM, like just
because it's not max HP. It means it does damage faster, gets people lower faster, which obviously Bloodseeker, he's a big fan of that. Will be able to get maxed thirst a little bit faster. Yeah.
Cap. What other support does percentage-based damage? Enigma,
yeah. They've got both of them.
Yeah, he also does that. I mean, he's a core in this game, but there's your answer.
And they also did that for Game 1 as well, right? That time out of the cores, but they did Life Break plus Reaper Scythe. So, seems like maybe, I'm sure it's not like a huge part of their draft, but it does seem to be something that TSM FTX is playing around with a little bit, because Ponlo is going to play around and die here. Okay. Sound's gonna wear out eventually, but the kill in return is massive. Being able to kill Bryle, now that Blink Dagger comes into play, chasing down the Bane. Immediately putting pressure on Saberlight as well, making sure he doesn't get an opportunity to respond with a Blink Black Hole. Forgot about that. Lina's spells deal 10 more damage for each Fiery Soul charge. Huh. Yeah, I was going to talk about how useless her shard is, and I'm sure that one isn't great, as we're going to watch Kezu get picked off here. It used to be the Laguna Blade in a line, which I always thought was terrible.
I just want to ping out this nice lane ward that's about to expire, planted by a TSM. It lived out its life and it gave value in the end there. Getting the DP out of the way for 50 seconds is important because you can reclaim some map control. It looks like Quincy just want to run in though and not let them do that, not let them D-ward and take over the area.
Yeah, they're playing around their vision right now. The long zip in for the Storm Spirit, but doesn't actually cut down the tree. It does go for the kill. Nice black hole catching to it. It got the Lina, importantly, but they have the Aegis. Can the Troll come in and protect some of this one, or is Quinn just going to walk away with a BKB? It looks like that's what's going to happen. The long zip in from TSM FTX, I thought they were stumbling into a trap there. They're dead. He seemed to have spiraled it out a little bit on the nice bit of momentum they had. They do have a refresher onto the Phoenix and trying to start some sort of engagement here. Kezu gonna pop the BKB. They're gonna turn around, quickly deal with that Supernova Saberlight. Not there in time, and immediately gets bashed up. Oh, what a disaster! He is gonna buy back immediately, and Quinn is in some trouble here, but big heals coming out. Bryle, he only has so much mana to work with, and he's not enough to be able to get to the other side of the river. He will fall as well. Uh-oh, TSM FTX. They had nice bit of pick-off going on, nice little team fight. They were feeling pretty good about their comeback into the game, and all of a sudden it all goes terribly wrong.
Really take advantage of it being on cooldown because they just were stuck on their side of the map. They couldn't go out and get the D-wards. And they needed that pick on Lina to be able to make something more out of it.
Okay. Oh, you are jumping in, found Saberlight. Massive kill, and the rest of the team fight seems seemingly doomed. As Quinn, he does get killed, is focused down by Tomato, but now with that hero, everybody else is healthy. Tomato is slowed down to a crawl. There is no thirst stacks there, and he will eventually be caught by the rest of Quincy crew. Quinn with the buyback there as well, and this is an opportunity for Quincy crew to close out the game, close out the series, and force a three-way tiebreaker.
It's looking up.
Pretty much nothing. Dubu's gonna use his. They're not deterred by that whatsoever. They're like, okay, that's your 5%.